Gate set in a teaser.
Welcome to another Storytime with OneMan. This one is going to be about how I and all my dudes know Reemo. So, where do I start? All right, you know how people say such and such is my cousin? And I be telling people, like, yeah, Reemo my cousin. Well, the real story is Reemo is my real cousin. So I met Reemo when I was 8 years old. I never forget it. He used to ask me, like, how you remember that? I just remember. And I remember our kids, my son Tayshawn and his son Karel, they met each other when they was 8. You know what I mean? But anyway, so my cousin Reemo is from Brooklyn, New York. I ain't gonna get to the story how his people got to New York. I just found out probably like 2-3 years ago how they even ended up in New York. And he probably didn't even know. My great-grandfather and Reemo great-grandfather are brothers. My grandma and Reemo grandfather are first cousins. That make me and Reemo third cousins. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we real cousins. This is how everybody know him. So, and this is only for people like that didn't really hang with like our group of gate set dudes, like my group, like me, Stizzy, V Money, Boss Black, Booby, gate set / Panos dudes. He know everybody. Who else? Who I'm missing? Outball, Spit, Head, everybody. Reemo know everybody. But let me get to it. So I met him when I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? And I remember going to the movies at Columbus Movie Theater when we was like real young, me, Reemo, and my brother. We went to see Oliver Twist. It was in black and white. I would never forget it. That's back when the Central Library played movies. I don't know if they still do it. I don't know. You know what I mean? I probably been in, I don't know. So Reemo used to come from New York to Virginia, back and forth, all through his life. You know what I mean? But I met him when I was 8, so I don't know if he was doing it before then. I guess he was doing it before then because his grandparents lived here. You know what I mean? So he would always come every summer. He was with us every summer. So think about it. The whole summer he here basically at my house in Palm Oaks. Basically, you know what I mean? He had his crib, at his people's crib, his uncle crib out Columbus Station. But you know what I mean? He at our crib basically almost every day. I remember he used to have to go to church with us and everything. The whole family used to go to church. I'm talking about all the generations and stuff. Anyway, so coming back and forth, going back and forth. You know what I mean? So then we started rapping. And people don't know this. Me and Reemo started rapping together at 11 years old. So if it wasn't for Reemo, it'd probably be no gate set right now. It'd probably be no gate set right now. Niggas probably wouldn't even be rapping together. Niggas probably be rapping, but they probably wouldn't be rapping together how they are, how everybody is. Everything would be different. Life would be altered if it wasn't for Reemo. Me and Reemo started rapping together at 11 years old on a sidewalk in Palm Oaks. I remember we used to beatbox for each other. Like whenever somebody will go, like I'll beatbox for him and he'll go. He'll beatbox for me and then I'll go. And we had a boombox and we were recording. I lost that tape many years ago. But I still remember his first rap. I ain't gonna say it. And then I remember my rap, like a little bit of my rap, it started off so corny. Anyway, so Reemo used to go like back to New York, come back every summer, whatever. And during holidays too, he'll come. So it might be like Christmas, Thanksgiving, he'll come. You know what I mean? He always came. And he always came to the crib. And, you know, I had 20 friends. He knew all of them, probably more than that. He knew everybody up Pondo. Every time he saw me fight out there at the basketball court, he used to run from people like we used to run from people. I think I did a story about that before. Anyways, so he'll go to New York, come back, he'll be better than me. Next year, I'll be better than him. Come back, he'll be better than me. Come back, better than him. Like, it kept switching until one time it just got to a point not being funny, and he noticed. I just got better than him for years and years and years, and I mean, nobody was better than me. So, I mean, it's not like a diss to him. It's a diss to everybody. If anything, I'm the best. I mean, you got to put people like Lil Wayne against me, Jay-Z, somebody. Anyways, so that's how Reemo know everybody. Remember, it probably wouldn't be no Caesar, no Planet of the Gates. It probably wouldn't be none of these OneMan, Gunman, none of these nicknames. You know what I mean? If it weren't for Reemo. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Reemo knows Stizzy, Reemo knows. And another thing, Reemo used to always like ask me about these people. Like, he might be like out of town. If he called, he'd be like, what's going on with such and such? What's going on with such and such? And I just tell him, like, everybody knew him. Everybody knew him. So yeah, me and Reemo are real cousins. That's you know how people got fake cousins, play cousins, like this is my cousin. But how y'all kin to each other? Well, my mom and his mom, they friends, so we cousins. No. My mom and Reemo mom were each other's favorite cousins. You know what I mean? They like second cousins or something like that. Anyway, we real cousins. If I got something else I want to add, I'm going to add it. Because I thought this video was going to be longer. Anyways, I'm gone for now. Let me add this quick story real quick with Reemo. All right, growing up, coming up, he was my favorite cousin. He was my brother's favorite cousin too. And now I don't have a favorite cousin because it's kind of corny, you know what I mean? But he was my favorite cousin. And I remember being at his crib when he stayed out Columbus Station, and we was playing. He had a Sega Genesis, and I never was a Sega fan growing up. I had Super Nintendo, stuff like that. Anyways, we was playing, and he do not remember having this game because I bought this up to him like last year or the year before. We was playing Evander Holyfield Real Deal Boxing. I would never forget this. Me and him. I'm beating him in the game, punishing him in the game. Out of nowhere, he just smacked me. Boom! Because I'm beating him in the game, he smacked me. As soon as he smacked me, he run and I chase him. And his mom said, man, what is all that noise? What y'all doing? What is all that noise? I told his mom, like, he smacked me, whatever. Long story short, I went back to play the game, because she separated us. He probably would never remember this, and there's no way my cousin Kim, which is his mama, is gonna remember this. You know what I mean? And man, I was waiting for him, and I never got to him that day because we was gonna rumble. Now, if he smacked me, he wouldn't do it. He just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's a quick story about Reemo smacking me, and because I was punishing him. And Evander Holyfield Real Deal Boxing that he don't even remember he had. And look, this what make it so crazy. I never played it other than playing him, and that was back when I was little. I never even played it. And I got a video game system that got all the games, and I still ain't go to that and play it. I saved it as one of my favorites, but I still ain't never played it. So I never played that game since we was like kids when he smacked me. And that was over 30 years ago. Gone.